Well, welcome to part one in our series on getting signed up for online classes. We're going to start with registering for an online class and how do we find classes that are available online at Ivy Tech. First, we're going to go to Campus Connect, and the address for that is right up here, cc.ivytech.edu. You don't need the rest of this. It will come up on its own when you put in just the beginning part of it. Type in your username and your password, and then hit login. If for some reason you've forgotten or you have troubles with your credentials, you can come down here to reset your password. Realize it's going to take a few minutes though for that to sync over. So, logging into Campus Connect. If you get this error message, sometimes that happens, just go ahead and log in again and it will let you in. From the My Ivy Tech menu, you want to do a course search. We're going to select, in this case, Spring Term 2015. And now we have lots of options. So let's say we're going to look for an econ class. So here's economics. And I'm not sure which econ class, but I do know that I want it to be online. The default setting is for Sellersburg. We're going to keep that because we know that if we take a class from our home campus, it's going to provide us with some better service. It's going to make it easier to resolve any issues. And we're going to do a section search. You'll notice that all of these classes are highlighted in yellow, and that is because they're highlighted that way to point out to you that they are online courses. Let's talk about a couple of things that are here. CRN, this is your course record number, and each class is going to have its own CRN. If you click on that number, you'll get some more information about the course. Let's talk about some things that's listed here. You can register for this course up through January 11th, and it is part of the Transfer Gen Ed core in the Social and Behavioral Sciences, and that's important to those of you who are looking to go for transfer credits. It states that it is the online-only instructional method, and it's from the Sellersburg campus. Other information here to help you see that it belongs to Sellersburg. Here it's listed as an internet course. Up here, this M stands for Sellersburg. Sellersburg is region 13, and M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. We like to say M for my campus. Dr. Bennett's going to be teaching this class, and if you'd like to email him, you can click on that email icon and you'll be able to send him an email. One of the questions that a lot of students ask is about textbooks. So let's check this textbook information. When you click that, it gives you the opportunity to proceed to Follett. And it's going to take you directly to this page, and it says, we are unable to find the requested term. That's because this information hasn't been put in the system yet. If it had been put into the system, and it will be soon, it would tell us that this is an Include Ed course and we don't need to order a textbook. What's another way we could have known that? This attribute right here, Cafe Scribe. That's going to tell you that this class comes with the book and all of the materials, all the access codes already built in. So how much is this class going to cost you to have all of that built in? Well, if you click on the title, you'll see that this course has included books and materials for $114 and sales tax of $7.98. So when you see your tuition bill, if you were to enroll in this class, you would see that fee added to your bill. That's going to give you an electronic textbook that you can also download to your computer, to a tablet, to your phone, and it's also going to give you access to any third-party sites. So if you've ever taken a class where you also had to purchase an access code, quite often you'll end up with a book that's, $100, $200, some books are even $300, plus then another access code that's another $75 to $100. With this program, the Include Ed program, it's all built in. And instead of paying for everything separately and having to deal with registrations, it's all built into the course and it actually costs less. If you are a student who would rather have a hard copy of the textbook, you can go ahead and order one once that information is sent to the bookstore, and it's usually much closer to the start of term when all that information is in the bookstore. Depending on the publisher, you may pay as little as 1 cent or as much as $22. And it comes from the online bookstore, and you would get that from this Get Textbook Information. So let's go back to our class listing. We have an Econ 101 class. The section is 00M and the campus is M1. Again, that lets you know that it's Sellersburg. If you're not sure, you can click on it and it will give you that information again, that it's Sellersburg. Here's Dr. Bennett, and the dates of the class are from January 12th to May 9th. This is a full 16-week class. We offer mostly 16-week classes from this campus. So what if you need to have a class that is only an 8-week class because you have a personal schedule issue? Let's go back to our course listing here. And instead of just selecting Sellersburg, we're going to select all the campuses. To do that, you hold the Shift key on your computer, and you can either press the End button or the downward arrow and highlight everything, and then go back and do another section search. The first things that are going to come up are all the econ courses from Sellersburg, but now you're going to see econ courses from around the state. This one, Campus A, that's Gary. Campus C, that one's coming from Fort Wayne. If you aren't sure, again, you can click on the CRN, and right there it tells you Fort Wayne campus. All of the Econ 101 classes are going to be Include Ed, so it won't matter what campus you take it from as far as that's concerned. We just ask that you take your courses from Sellersburg so that you have the opportunity to have Sellersburg support. So what if you need to take it as a second 8 weeks course? You look over here at the dates the course runs, and here's one that starts on March 16th. It's out of Gary. 3 students are already enrolled. There's 27 seats left. So you could enroll in this class. The class will not show up on your Blackboard homepage until actually March 15th. But you would be enrolled, and you'd be able to see that in your Campus Connect listings. These all start in January. Here's another one that starts in March. Here's one that looks like it's probably a 12-week class. It starts in February. Again, here's another one that starts in March. Here's one that starts in January, but it's the first 8 weeks. It tells you that here, but here's what you really want to look at. What dates will the course run? If the class is less than 16 weeks, the workload will be heavier each week because it's the same amount of information, it's just been compacted into less time. So that's going to give you some information on what those listings mean. Again, it is best if you can take it from your home campus, but if you cannot, then you do have the option to look across the state for additional courses.